President Donald Trump railed at Facebook, Google and Twitter on Sunday in his speech at the Conservative Political Action Conference, claiming the tech companies unduly influenced the 2020 presidential election and continue to silence conservative speech. He said, "The radical left and big tech attack on free speech is unlawful. It's unconstitutional, and it's completely un-American." President Trump claimed during his speech that Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg spent $400 million on election meddling in several states and funded, unmanned and unprotected, ballot drop boxes in key swing states. President Trump also claimed that the tech companies collectively worked to suppress news coverage leading up to the election, citing Twitter and Facebook's ban of the New York Post after the outlet published a report exposing Hunter Biden's disparaging emails recovered from a computer left at a Delaware repair shop. President Trump said, "The truth was covered up, and it had a giant impact on the election. This must never happen to another party's presidential candidate again. We are the laughingstock of the world." President Trump argued that the companies had been co-opted, coerced, and weaponized by government to become the enforcers of illegal censorship when announcing his lawsuit earlier this week. The former president said, "We are taking Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey, and other Silicon Valley billionaires to federal court. And we will keep on fighting until we have stopped this assault on our liberties. And until we have restored the sacred right to freedom of speech for every single American." President Trump announced last week that he is suing Facebook, Google and Twitter in a class action lawsuit for banning him from their platforms. His lawsuit is being supported by the conservative think tank, America First Policy Institute, led by former White House Domestic Policy Council Director, Brooke Rollins. The American Conservative Union, CPAC's organizer, announced earlier this week that they will join Mr. Trump's litigation. Matt Schlapp, chairman of the American Conservative Union, said in a statement, "This lawsuit will break the stranglehold big tech has over our freedom to speak. Twitter, Facebook and Google are all private companies, and users must agree to their terms of service to use their products. Under Section 230 of the 1996 Communications Decency Act, social media platforms are allowed to moderate their services by removing posts that, for instance, are obscene or violate the service's own standards, so long as they are acting in good faith. The law also generally exempts internet companies from liability for the material that users post." In his speech Sunday, President Trump also took aim at the Biden administration's border policies, the nationwide rise in crime, and continued his claims of a stolen 2020 election. President Trump has yet to announce whether he plans to run for president in 2024, though he has stated that he has made his decision.